What's up, fellas? Mario here, and welcome to a game called 2200. A game where you're a simple maintenance android, and you must escape an underground facility to send your message to the world. Also an RPG game. And just like that, we're in it. Quick note, I have played several games from this creator, by the way. Like, and this creator's games are very unique. I would say that. They have a very unique, interesting style for games, and very interesting storytelling. And yeah. Neatly designed poster. It reads, "The elevator stops at level -105. Should you wish to reach a higher floor, please take the next elevator." TV's playing the yellow channel. Let me know what's playing on the screen. My favorite next to the blue. Oh, and save them. Nice. We're dashing. We're sprinting. But yeah, I don't know if this game is quite connected to anything yet. The game before this, or yeah, the one exactly before this was called 2200 Thought Experiment. And that game was really interesting, but it seemed like its own standalone story. This one's just 2200. I don't quite know what's going to be here. A movie from 1985 is playing on TV. A boy's playing guitar in an underwater-themed school dance. A movie from 1983 is playing on this TV. A group of young boys are wrestling in the rain. Classic movies. Oh, not controlling. Greetings, my name is 2200, employee from a deeper floor of the building. You're blocking my screen. Apologies. I should move right away. Technically still in the way. You're still in the way. Regardless of where I stand in this room, there's a high possibility that I will be in front of at least one screen. Then move to the side or something. Affirmative. Not that way. If you say so. Is this some kind of terrible late night comedy bit? Don't look at me with that smug look on your face. Sorry. Hey, don't look so down. You make me out to be like a bad guy or something. You seem like a bad guy. How rude. It was stupid to feel any sort of sympathy for you. Sorry. Alright, I get it. Stop making that dang face and tell me why you're here. Greetings. My name is 2200, employee of the Interdimensional Orchestra Company. There's a TV blocking the hallway and I need to get to the elevator. I didn't even walk over there. Oh, that little thing? Just push it out of the way. But even if you make it to the elevator, you'll still need a key card to activate it. You have the key card, right? I don't know. Lost the thing ages ago. What a pain. But hey, I'll help you look for it. All you gotta do is a really small, tiny, super tiny itty-bitty favor for me. Teach me how to fight. Like in one of those really cool action movies. Come again? Come on, you look strong. Show me what you've got. Go like pow and bam and all that sort of stuff. Do you want me to beat you up? Understood. Initiating combat protocol. Hold on a sec. Obviously not. Just teach me the basics and stuff. Just like how to shoot laser beams out of my eyes or something. You're vastly overestimating my technological abilities, capabilities. Teach me telekinesis or mind control. You can do that, right? I'm just an ordinary maintenance android. Your expectations are far too high. Fine. Just do whatever uncool stuff you normally do then. Understood. Commencing combat protocol. You will now be playing as two. And this is something I said, like you probably don't have to watch the other games that I played, but the original games had these really, really weird, unique combat systems where you had to like deduct stuff and cut through somebody's word, kind of like a Danganronpa game. I don't know if this one's going to be similar at all or completely different. What are you holding up? It's a random metal pipe I found lying around, obviously. There's no shortage of these babies down here. You seem like someone who'd choose something a bit more flashy. Well, it's true that characters in movies and TV always have a signature weapon, but sometimes they get backed into a corner and have to use some regular object instead. Fighting with whatever you've got on hand is much more impressive than some actual weapon, right? What if you've got nothing on hand? That's when you fight with your bare fist, obviously. What if the opposing side has a gun? Movie logic always has the hero and villain evenly matched. There's no need to worry about that. But, you don't have one on you, right? Nope. Why'd you take so long to answer that? However, I do have a clampboard, which I will use to hit you over the head. Oh, whoa, whoa. Luan? You haven't told me anything yet. Sorry, I forgot. Did you have the name just Luan there for a second, instead of two? You should be able to predict when I'm going to attack. Notice anything different? I guess so, although it's more of a feeling, I guess. Now try to guard. Of course, should you try anything abnormal, there will be consequences. Okay. Ow, what the heck? You didn't listen to me. Doesn't matter. All young heroes begin with training scars. It builds character. I can give you some more if you'd like. Although making dents in metal is sort of difficult. No, don't do anything of the sort. I'll listen this time, I swear. Okay, so now this time we just guard. Exercise blocking is complete. Don't you know that every mentor ends a training session with some mysterious form of reluctant praise? You might have done well. Thanks. But let's work on this whole line delivery thing later, okay? Last exercise. You were given an unlimited window of time to act. It was like 10 seconds, but alright. Regardless, in a real fight, reaction time is limited. Should that time be wasted, you leave yourself open to an attack. Therefore, please remember to decide what action you will take within a reasonable period of time. Now, can you tell that I've left myself open? During this time, it would be wise to attack me. Of course, you can also use this opportunity to heal since I won't be doing any damage. However, for the sake of this tutorial, please attack me at this time. Practical exercise complete. And that's it? Well, from this point on, things should be mostly self-explanatory. When I choose to heal, I am open to an attack, naturally. The same goes for you. And if I get attacked while I try to heal, then I'll take damage. Keep that in mind. And when I decide to block, you probably wish to heal. Okay, I got that. And if you haven't been paying attention, remember this one thing. Never leave yourself open or run out of time. Should you do either of these things, you will take damage. Yeesh, it's a lot of information. The more you practice, the better you'll fight. Or so I've heard. Nah, I don't need to practice. I'm a natural, right? Now, as all protagonists must do, I shall surprise my mentor. Like I said, you'll need to practice before you're able to fight prep. 2,200. Prepares to die in an incredibly heart-wrenching yet graceful manner which haunts my life for as long as I live. What? It's like a battle catchphrase. Cool, right? It's too long. You need to shorten it down a little. Oh, really? It's just, this is very last minute and I need time to figure out something cool to say. Just take something that already exists and change it a bit. That way no one will know that you copied. Got it. In the name of the, sun, I will punish you. Okay, I actually have to remember stuff here. I'm more about this. Wait, crap, I'm slightly colorblind. Okay. Okay. Easy, easy, easy. Now we're done. Oh, wait. There we go, just like that. Oh, it hurts. Hey, I barely touched you. Actually, it's not convincing at all. You've got to be like, oh, grade 2. You have truly surpassed me. Did not shed tears, I would be with you in spirit. Or something like that. I'm not saying that. Eh? Why not? Because it's stupid. Dang. Right to the point, huh? But just because it's stupid now doesn't mean it's always going to be stupid, you know. Just keep working on it. That's all. I'm not the very anime mentor advice. Well, what are you standing around for? Let's go look for that keycard. Do you even have the faintest memory of where you last had it? Of course not. It's been like 200 years since I last saw it. What a pain. Rebecca's... Okay, Rebecca's 2200. What were you watching? Did you know? Every screen in this room is playing a different piece of media. Let me guess. You can't decide which one to watch, so you put them all on at the same time. No? What kind of person do you think I am? There's just so many movies and TV shows to watch and I want to see them all. So instead of slogging through years and years of media, I watch it all at the same time. That's not any better. The poster stuck to the wall. It reads, as a friendly reminder, no more than 2 devices per outlet. That poster's probably fake. It looks very real to me. And anything else in this room? No, this is the same there. Yeah. This giant radio is my couch. Pretty cool, right? I'm pretty sure that you're supposed to sit on couches, not stand on them. Yeah, but it hurts like hell when you're sitting on a hard surface for like 2 hours. And why'd you choose a radio? I'm sure there's other chairs around the building. Actually, this gigantic thing was already in here. When I tried to move it, I almost tore my arms off. Fair enough. I was gonna wonder, can we go back to save in this little long nook here? I have no idea how long this game's gonna be, if I'm being very honest, because 2200 Dawn Experiment was about in 30 minutes? I believe it was like just a 30-minute game or like a 25-minute game. And so was the other one I played before, and it's called Shio. Why is this TV in the center of the hallway? Well, I found it in the electrical room and wanted to bring it to my TV room. But honestly, it was really heavy and I got bored after pushing it for a while. So I just left it there. No one comes around here anyways. And it's been here ever since. What if you need to walk down the hallway? I just jump over it. Piece of cake. That seems like it takes more effort than moving it a few inches out of the way. Well, come on then. Push it out of the way for me, will ya? I'd rather not. You're a maintenance robot. Surely you lift heavy things all the time. I don't like touching other electronics. Out of curiosity, has anyone ever told you that you're really weird? I'm positive that if people were to talk to me, they'd find me to be very pleasant and approachable. Yep, absolutely. Could you just push the TV out of the way already? Actually, there's an easier way to go about all of this. Done and dusted, obliterated smithereens. On a wrong thing. Hey, that was like super cool, right? As long as it's out of the way, I don't really care. But it's a shame. That television, it really was pleasant. It was hard to notice at first glance, but the screen was in perfect condition, if you were to ignore the heavy layer of dust on it, of course. And even if there was a small scratch on the left side, it seemed to give the television some character. Like it had some kind of story to tell. It was just a TV, a normal cheap one at that. Putting all that effort into pushing something so ordinary around just isn't worth it. I see. That's too bad. This is outside. A processing room full of rows and rows of computers. If you squint your eyes, they seem to resemble apartment buildings. That's what I thought. I always wanted to sneak around one of these rooms like it's a real spy. You can't access certain facilities on this floor. Not that a fingerprint scanner. We both don't have fingerprints, so there's no way in. And you didn't hear this from me, but I've heard that there's some top secret information in there, like world-ending stuff. Photographs of the surface, documents about government plans, you name it. That's unfortunate. I would have liked to further expand my database of humanity's customs and practices. But world-ending stuff, that seems unlikely. Well, it's a rumor from 200 years ago. Even if it's not true, it's still cool to think about, right? A show from 2017 is playing on TV. Two girls are riding a tank through the snow. I feel like I should know that then. I mean, it's very old. A movie from 1989 is playing on TV. A teenage boy is riding a pink hoverboard around a modern-looking city. I was trying to think of when Back to the Future came out, but no. Posters taped to the wall. It reads, due to recent restructuring, all non-essential electronics must be deactivated. Our TVs and radios considered essential. There are a lot of these plugged in at the moment. Nah, I plugged them in myself, but I consider them essential anyways, since I die of boredom without them. Recent restructuring. Like a workforce. What does that mean? Maybe they fired a bunch of people who kept the lights on. That doesn't seem very smart. Humans aren't very smart anyways. True, but isn't that a beautiful thing? Not really. If every human was guided by perfect logic, the world would be quite boring, no? Without people making stupid decisions, stupid gambles, and stupid risk, I probably wouldn't exist. Yeah, but they're still dumb though. I'm assuming the plot is might be going into the directions like... Well, I won't say now, because we'll see. Also, I didn't examine this. The security camera. It's non-functional. Sometimes they wave and jump around in front of this camera to weird out the people watching the security footage. You don't have the heart to tell them that no one's watching. Same thing. Movie from 2010 is playing on TV. An awkward-looking guy is approaching a pink-haired girl at a house party. I feel like I should know these. Oh. You don't follow me in this room. Oh, strange. What am I looking at here? A window stays suspended in the middle of the room. Touch it. It's dark. There's no one around. You're not supposed to be awake. But now that you are, what will you choose to do? That message. I have to bring that message to humanity. Oh, alright. We can interact with it again, but we can leave. You just stood outside. You were smarter and didn't have to experience that. Tempting. An animated movie from 2019 is playing on TV. A boy and a girl hold hands and fall from the sky. It's beautiful. No. It's a long way up from here. I'm curious, I mean, I know this is kind of useless to see. 2011, a blonde-haired detective and a male companion are spending time in a fancy library. A game trailer of 2018. An android detective chases someone across the rooftops of a modern-looking city. God, wait, when did Detroit Become Human come out? Is that maybe? I don't know my media. Television for 2012, a serious-looking boy and a graceful-looking girl are standing under a pink cherry tree. Gameplay from 2001, a guy in a blue suit and a girl in a purple robe argue about ladders and stepladders. That object is clearly a stepladder. Hey, the keycard definitely isn't there. You can't possibly know that. I'm positive, okay? We don't need to check in there. Oh, that's just a no. Poster taped to the wall. It reads, due to restructuring. Okay, there. So we keep moving. The poster is taped to the electrical panel. It reads, "Do not bring electronics into the breaker room." We probably shouldn't be here for too long. No, I come in here all the time. Sometimes I'll stand against one of these panels for an hour or two and see if anything happens. Nothing's happened yet. I'm sure if I come in here enough times, something cool will happen. Do whatever you want, but don't complain to me when you eventually get blown up. Monitor shows the current power levels in the building. This building is currently running on a backup power supply. That makes sense. All of the floors until this one, except for the elevators, didn't have electricity. We've been running on backup power for a good 200 years. So who knows when it'll run out? Could be any day now. And it's probably because there's no need for this building anymore. Why power this place when the surface is perfectly habitable? But doesn't it make you sad? Like knowing that someday there won't be enough power to watch TV? Yeah, that would be a bummer. No, that will outlive all other electronic devices. That when the power runs out here, that all the TVs and radios and elevators in this building will never be used again. That our batteries won't run out for a million years, and everything we've ever seen will be discarded way before that. Nah, if anything, it just shows how expertly engineered we are. Besides, you start all their old junk all the time. Out with the old TV in with the new, you know? Hey, that large yellow triangle on the front of the electrical panel means warning high voltage. Although it sort of seems like common sense. Of course it's gonna be high voltage. There's a billion wires behind that door. Maybe. But it's better to have more warnings rather than none. It keeps people safe after all. I don't need warnings. Like when I set up my TVs, I just plug in the wires wherever I want. Aren't you worried about accidentally creating a short circuit? It hasn't happened yet, so it's all good. A very carefree attitude. It will eventually have you murdered. If there is anyone left. But I also do get quiet at some points. And, you know, the same reason I haven't uploaded in a little bit, I am still currently pretty sick at this point, so, you know. I'd sometimes just mute so I can sneeze. And I can't check any of these TVs. Now that I think about it, you took an elevator up here, right? Yes. But none of the other floors required keycards up until this point. It makes sense. After all floors close to the surface probably have higher security. Although it is a bit strange, because important stuff is normally confined deeper into buildings like this. Like in heist movies, the highest security is always in areas furthest from the entrance. Normally having increased security near the entrance implies that you want to prevent people from leaving. No, that's impossible. Considering that there hasn't been a single person on this floor for 200 years, it makes perfect sense. People got stuck in this building and died. End of story. No, they left to live on the surface. I'm positive. Why do you sound so certain about that? Because there's a message I have to deliver, and humanity is on the surface to receive it. So, this floor is only a temporary stop on your journey, huh? I've climbed over 5,000 floors. This is just one of my many stops. But I believe that this journey will be worth it. It has to be. I see. What about you? What are you doing here? Absolutely nothing. I just watch TV all day without a care in the world. You don't get bored. Of course I get bored. I sometimes actually get up and try to do something. Then I remember that it's not worth all the effort. Well, we've searched every room. There's no sign of a keycard anywhere. Unfortunately, you might be stuck here. Hey, don't look so depressed. It was worth a shot. At least we tried, right? There's the ladder. You're lying to me. The keycard. It's up that ladder. I told you nothing's up there. I told the truth, honestly. You watch so many movies, and yet... You're a terrible actor, too. I'm going up there, whether you like it or not. What are you doing? Where Where are you running off to? You know when a key card is. There's no point investigating anywhere else. It's like a acting thing then, or the green room. Based on the purposeful position of this radio, you conclude that it's supposed to be a director's chair. It's covered in dust. A large spotlight. It's not plugged in. It appears that no one has been used in a long time, which saddens you. After all, it's a spotlight's job to shine on people. If there are no people to illuminate, then what good is it? A poorly constructed backdrop with clouds hastily drawn on it. But despite the mediocre craftsmanship, you can see the effort put into it, and that's more beautiful than anything in the world. You step on a crumpled piece of paper, which appears to be a sort of movie script. You notice something under the paper. Oh, it's the keycard. You put the keycard into your pocket. Can I see the script? Can I? No. Those weren't like two as your electron. Were they making movies out of boredom? Or like just doing something up here out of boredom? There you are. I'm just gonna save really quickly. Great. You found the keycard. 2, let me through. It's a lot of hard work climbing up all these floors, huh? Of course it is. I knew then when I set out on this journey. It's just a silly message. Why put so much effort into something with such little payoff? It's like watching 300 episodes of a boring soap opera. Why would you put yourself through that? After all, the satisfaction of being able to say that you finished it just isn't worth all of that trouble. Disappointing. Hey, I'm just being logical. Anyone else would say the same thing. It's just a silly message. What do you hope to get out of it? Nothing. I just want people to hear it. A stupid answer. Just because you don't put any effort into anything doesn't mean you have to stop me. Saw that director setup of yours, and that novice backdrop and those crumbled up script pages on the floor. Well, not everyone is you who just gives up when things don't go the way you want. People actually work towards things too, without expecting immediate satisfaction. Because without that sort of mentality, we wouldn't exist. Sorry, that's not the same thing. Making a movie just wasn't worth my time, okay? Think about it this way, 2200. If I want to watch TV, I'll watch TV. Make my own movie, with my own story, which would take forever. Why would I ever put myself through that? This man right here would never watch One Piece. I'm telling you that right now. He just wouldn't see the worth in it. He'd miss out. It's stupid. That's what it is. My stomach. Are you done yet? Listen, I'm not here to change your mind. Live your life as you please. Just let me through, and you could forget that we've ever had this conversation. No. Why would I let you through after you've pissed me off? What a pain. Initiating combat protocol. Here we go. Oh my god, it's a spotlight. Who's glaring at you? Careful 2200. Looks like he's preparing to attack. Okay. Oh, wait, we both attacked. Wait, I do notice though, if you really... No, never mind, that was dumb. Wait, can I heal? Blue is guard. Purple is attack. Purple. Attack. Guard. 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 Attack. Think you're better than me, don't you? I guess while you're actually doing something with your life, I'm just a failure who tried to do something for once and ended up with a trashy makeshift filming setup. I never said it was bad until... In fact, I found your little studio quite beautiful. I'm not stupid enough to fall for your flattery. That's objectively false and you know it. Believe whatever you want. I'm not here to prove anything to you. Is you like... Why is health bar so much bigger? Come at me all you want, but I'm not letting you through. Oh, wait, okay. I'm gonna heal too. I think it's worth the cost. Oh my god. Okay, wait. It's blue and yellow guard. Genuinely, I can't remember. Crap. I'm losing in front of all my fans. Forgive me. Okay, don't worry. What does open do? I guess I don't have anything. Yo, if you don't pick anything, then it just does damage to you. There we go. I'll make sure you can't. Ow. You felt that? Feeling better. Look, no one's telling you how to live your life. If you want to sit around and watch TV, then do it. But it's clear that there are other things you want to do as well. Don't you have a third face, just leave it alone. It's just, I put a lot of work into that setup, you know. The backup was hard to hang up. I had to learn how to operate those lights, and writing that script took forever. But after all my time and effort, I realized that all of it was, well, crap. I was stupid to think I can make even something decent. I'm no expert, but you'll never make something good if you don't make something crappy first. For someone who watches so many movies, I'm surprised that you don't recognize that. Every director made their first movie at some point. I hope to see yours someday. Now, will you let me access the elevator? I just have one more question for you. Why are you doing what you're doing? As in, why are you doing all of this just to deliver some message? I mean, 5,000 floors is a lot. There has to be some important reason or some kind of reward, right? Because I have something to tell the world. Of course you'd say something like that. You really are. Weird? Yeah. You know, despite being hit on the head with that clapboard of yours a few dozen times, I had a lot of fun. No one really visits around here, you know? Of course. It was my pleasure. Oh. Goodbye. Just say really quickly. How many save slots do I have? Oh, I've got 1,000. I'm good. See you soon, 2,200. But next time we'll meet, I'll have something to show you. I look forward to that day. I can't move. 5,000 floors. This is something. The poster's been neatly taped to the wall. It reads, this elevator stops at level -55. Should you wish to reach a higher floor, please take the next elevator. So quite a big jump, actually. Battery safe just down there. Hey, you there. 20. You're an android, right? Mm-hmm. Where did you come from? What are you doing here? What are your responsibilities as an employee of this building? Has anyone ever told you that you come on a bit strong? Sorry, I'll just leave you alone. Wait, that's not a bad thing. I just meant just that no one ever visits, so I got kind of carried away. I get it. I'm being irritating. You know, that's fine. It's only been a good 200 years since anyone's visited. I could wait a few hundred more years. A few more 100 years, right? Hey, I didn't mean to upset you or anything. You don't have to look so pitiful. So you don't hate me, right? No, you're fine. Yay, this is amazing. That's what the humans always say when something good happens. It's fine. Alright. Say it. Yeah, oh no, yay. Yay? Oh my gosh, this is so thrilling. That's what the humans say when they're excited. Now, as an employee of this floor, I should do my utmost best to introduce you to all of its major features to a fellow employee. You really, come on already, I've got something amazing to show you. Oh, I guess, hey, you don't have to pull. Oh, wow. See, isn't it amazing? It's gigantic. That's because this giant plastic machine is exclusive to good old floor -55. So it makes plastic. Nope, it's a plastic shredder. Why is it so big? Hey, I just used a machine. I wouldn't know something like that. So you operate this. But there doesn't seem to be a lot of plastic on this floor. That's because I shredded it all. Why? It's my responsibility to dispose of all the plastic waste on this floor. Luckily, this handy machine is in pretty good condition and hasn't broken down yet. You probably shouldn't hit the machine like that. See, sturdy as a brick. Nothing to worry about. For now. For now. Anyways, as the first visitor to this wonderful floor, I prepared a special activity for us. It's collecting plastic, isn't it? Of course not. I mean, that would just be boring, right? You know, I should have really had something better prepared. Helping me to pick up plastic off the ground. What kind of host am I? I should just take my leave and look, it's fine. I'll help you out. Besides, I met someone on another floor, and we explored a bit. It was sort of fun, you know? So, I really don't mind hanging out. Oh my gosh, you're the best. That's what the humans say when someone does something for them. It's really not that big of a deal. The only thing I ask that you let me access the elevator when we're done. Oh, with the keycard? No problem. I've got it on me. Thank goodness. On the lower floor, actually, I was on my way to shred when we met in the hallway. Hold on. Isn't something like that too important to just get rid of? Well, I don't use the elevator. It was just taking up space in my pocket, you know? Obtain this floor's elevator keycard from 20. Now let's get going. The plastic won't collect itself after all. I'm very surprised that we just got it from her. I don't get it. What's the purpose of this machine? Like I said, it's a plastic shredder. It shreds plastic. Well, obviously, but why have an entire floor dedicated to a glorified trash machine? There used to be a lot of plastic vegetation on this floor. Plastic plants, to plastic trees, to plastic fruits and apples. I mean, I think we can tell where this is leading, obviously. We're like, humanity was done for, and this was like a giant center to accommodate humanity. I'm assuming that's kind of what it's going. I'm just guessing here, but maybe the shredder was used to dispose of failed products? You're saying that employees on this floor were trying to make artificial vegetation. Like I said, it's all just guesswork on my part, but it does seem plausible, no? The security camera hangs from the ceiling. It's off, along with the monitor under it. You seem like the type of person to wave a jump in front of a camera to weird out whoever's watching. How did you come to that conclusion? Because I do it sometimes. Even if they're off, it's nice to pretend that someone could see you, right? I guess so. I knew someone who did the same thing. A window into a glass tank of water. Inside are some fluorescent orange plants. The seaweed is fake and probably made of plastic. And you haven't tried to shred it. Trust me, I'd like to. But I don't really want to break the glass. Who knows how much fluid is in those tanks? I'll have you know that I keep this floor as clean and tidy as possible. For what reason? Just in case someone decides to visit. No, I want to see, Oh, excuse me. The poster's been neatly taped to the wall. It reads, due to unforeseen circumstances, the plastic machine will be shut down, along with all other experiments on this floor. Unforeseen circumstances. Sorry, I don't really know what that's referring to. All I know is that when I got to this floor, it was entirely abandoned, and the plastic machine was turned off. It was also strangely clean, being the unforeseen circumstances weren't some sort of disaster. Almost like this floor was packed up and abandoned on purpose, right? Thanks for the information. Well, a good employee always remembers even the most minuscule of details regarding their floor. I believe the same. A monitor shows the image of a plant, identified as a cherry blossom tree. I'd like to take a picture of one of those. So assuming we're over the theory that humanity was all wiped out in a way, it's been 200 years for them being down here, and humanity was wiped out. Was this meant to be a last-ditch effort of trying to make, as they said, plastic vegetation and mimic life from the outside world? Maybe. And this is only 50 floors away, and there's over 5,000 floors. Oh, just not security camera. A monitor shows the image of a flower, identified as an orchid. They look kind of strange, don't they? As if they're not from our planet. Apparently, they're quite common and can be found in most parts of the world. So they're aliens that have taken over the planet? Or dare they? They've probably been on Earth longer than we have. Gosh, maybe they see us as the aliens. It's a terrifying thought. A monitor shows the image of a plant, identified as a ginkgo tree. I'm not sure why you're interested in pictures like these. I mean, they're just plants. If they were plastic plants, we could put them in the machine, but as images, they're kind of useless. They have fruit, but can be toxic when eaten. Isn't a contradiction like that sort of beautiful? Sure. I never thought about it that way. Still, if only they were plastic plants, they'd actually be useful. Usefulness is not something you have to destroy, you know. You don't have to destroy everything that's useful. 2 posters have been neatly taped to the wall. The first one reads, Plastic Collection Leaderboard, 21st place. No one second, third, fourth, fifth, etc. The second, clearly more legitimate poster reads, Warning, do not operate the plastic machine without proper supervision and protective equipment. You should not be operating that machine. I know. I'm still going to use it though. Don't blame me when you get pulled and shredded to pieces. I won't. It's a plastic machine, an android crushing machine. I'll be fine. Probably. I wonder if people said that before they got crushed into a meat grinder. It's not a human crushing machine, it's a meat grinder. But I'm assuming these are all the same, right? Yep. Oh wait, no, it's actually different. Sorry. Morning Glory. There are flowers just like this on this floor. Really? I'd like to see them. Wait, I forgot. I shredded them. So they were plastic, is what I'm gathering. Yeah, they look like the real deal. Isn't that the same thing? No. Jeez, looks like someone's picking. How about this one? A monitor shows the image of a flower you identify as a tulip. It looks like they come in all sorts of different colors. Unlike us. Hey, now that I think about it, we're entirely white from our hair to our clothes. It's almost like the person who made us was lazy and didn't want to color us in. We know what that's going on. Don't worry, 471, the creator's name. I think you're not lazy. Monitor shows the image of a plant you identify as an olive tree. Those don't look like they taste very good. Not that we could taste things, but it's still an interesting thought. The monitor's positioned towards the ceiling, projecting the image of a sky throughout the room. It's beautiful. Really? It's not all that impressive. But have you ever looked up at it for more than 10 seconds? Well, no. But I'm a busy person. I don't have time for stuff like that. Oh. That is beautiful. You should admire this in silence. Sorry, I don't get it. That's fine. Stuff like this is subjective after all. What are these on the ground? Look at all these tiny pieces of plastic. Aren't they cute? Wait, you actually agree with me? Every small piece of plastic on the ground once came from somewhere. I think that's beautiful and cute. That's kind of cheesy. No, sorry. I'm just teasing. Still, it feels kind of strange to hear stuff like that come from someone like you. What's that supposed to mean? You're kind of like an old guy, you know? I'll have you know that my appearance is based on that of a young adult. I am most certainly not old. Whatever you say, Grumps. Give it up, 2,200. You're not winning this fight. You go grab your trash for you. The bits of plastic we're collecting are quite small, aren't they? That makes sense. I shredded most of the plastic on this floor already. These little guys are all that's left. Not a single plastic left behind, as they say. No one says that. Damn, that small piece of plastic looks sort of familiar. Oh, I remember now. It's my fingernail. Your what? I was wondering where that went. Don't you want to try putting that on, maybe? You know, like, you don't have to leave that. No one leaves again. I'll be back. I need to, like, have a deep thought about myself. You are 2,200, an ordinary maintenance android. From this point on, you have no more responsibilities. You will now be shut down. Wait, I don't want to. Universe? Are you there? If you'd give me a second chance to live, I'd like to do something. Something stupid. Something beautiful. Like sending a message. Yeah, we can interact. Well, let me move that with my mouse. I guess that's another one. You know, I tried to have another existential thing in my past when I was left and buried. You know, because I was probably on the lowest floor. You got lucky. I'm honest, was the image of a flower. Identified as an iris. Also, I am so sorry. I did not realize I've been recording for almost an hour now. I thought I'd been recording for maybe 20 minutes. I don't know. I really love dialogue-heavy games like this, where it's so much story and just much stuff told through different things of, like, the interactions. Amona shows the image of a flower. You identified as an iris. You shredded up most of the plastic on this floor, correct? Yep. An android's gotta do what an android's gonna do, after all. Then I'm curious. Why haven't you taken the plastic coverings off the monitors in this hallway? Trust me, I've tried. These devices are surprisingly durable. You can't just throw the entire monitor in the machine. Of course not. It's a plastic shredder, not a metal shredder. It'll ruin the machine. If something like that were to happen, despite being a maintenance android, I don't have the skills to fix something like that. Fair enough. Much of the image of a plant, you identifies an apple tree. 200 years ago, there were apples on this floor. You shredded them, didn't you? Of course. They were plastic, so what else was I supposed to do with them? Were there ever any real plants on this floor? Nope. Just plastic as far as the eye could see. And the last one, a willow tree. It looks lopsided. You stare at the screen, hoping that the tree in the video will fall over. 2,200? That's a photograph, not a video. Nothing's going to happen. I knew that. And that's where our main goal is, but we're not quite there yet. It is interesting, there's a bunch of monitors. One piece of plastic down, some numbers to go. Oh, the orange channel. Appears to be a sort of sunset. Is there a way over here? No. We can interact with the elevator. Here's the elevator. And if I didn't mention it before, good luck on your journey. Ready to go? No, I've been... Actually, something I forgot to check on this floor. Really? You collected off the plastic? Is that all you ever think about? Was that it then? I thought I was going to help you at least shred it. Looks like we've collected all the plastic on this floor. Guess that means your work here is done. And mine too. Well, guess I'll send you off to the elevator. Once you leave, I'll go shred the last of these scraps. So this is it. After I leave, what will you do? Nothing. As in... Oh, deactivate myself. That's what a good android does. Oh, well, I don't want that. This is where I came in from. You've been living 200 years for plastic. Look, there's got to be some way to keep you alive. We can shred the plastic together, we can bond over this. Just don't leave me. Oh god, is that... Well then, it was a pleasure to meet you, 2200. So when I leave, you're really going to deactivate yourself. You're still thinking about that? It's really not that big of a deal. You have to? No. I can't accept that. Huh? You do realize that deactivation is permanent, right? That unless something seriously malfunctions, which almost never happens, you'll never wake up again. And that's stupid. Every android knows that. Then why are you okay with all of this? Because that's what I'm supposed to do. That's what everyone is supposed to do. We are android employees. We were put on this earth to work. That is all. And unlike you, I prefer to do things by the book. Because unlike you, I know my place in this world. Don't be like that, please. I once met an android who loved movies. About 25 minutes ago. He loved them so much that he set up his own makeshift studio and tried to make a movie himself. Clearly that wasn't his job. Wouldn't you agree? Well, no, and I thought the kid was immature. I still do. But I also respected him. He wanted to be something. He wanted to make something. And that was beautiful. And that's what frustrates me. Because you want to talk like humans do and want company like humans do. But then you pretend that you're just an android. Because we are. We're meant to imitate humans, not actually be them. So stop treating me like one, okay? Don't make me fight you. Fine. Let's make a deal. Coworker to coworker, android to android, if you will. If I am able to steal the bits of plastic we collected from you, then you can't possibly say that you've completed your responsibility. However, should you beat me, I'll give up my journey to the surface and deactivate myself alongside you. That's stupid. I could just run to the machine and shred these pieces without fighting you. And yet, you haven't. Fine. I accept. Why do you look surprised? It's just that you agreed surprisingly quick. What kind of android do you take me for? A good employee never refuses a challenge, and most certainly doesn't let others win by default. Now, come at me with all you got. Don't you dare hold back, okay? Alright. Oh, just JoJo posing. Okay, I love this. Tony adopts a confident stance. He's smart and will play it safe. Stay on your toes, 2200. I'm still very colorblind. Wait. This one's way faster. I'm just blocking and guarding. I'm afraid to do anything else. I can only remember remember what the two colors mean, so I like I remember green means heal. I know purple means attack. And I just don't need anything else. There. Looks like you and your clan board know how to put up a fight. I guess those triangle things aren't so bad either. Unfortunately for you, I don't go down that easily. Yeah, of course. Go on, so at the end of this game, you're gonna have 3 phases. I should have seen that coming. 2,200. You're not going to heal? Why? Unlike you, I don't have a single scratch on me. Well, that's cool dialogue. Let's see if that cocky attitude lasts the second round. I'm very locked in. I'm trying. Don't mess with me now. Sickness, don't mess with me now. There. Oh, alright, that was really good. Dang it. I just need to heal one more time. Ow. You know that a clamper could deal some serious damage. The plastic. Hand it over. Yep, it's just in my pocket. Let me see. Hey, where'd the pieces go? I swear I put them in here. Sorry, I forgot. I have them already. You do? But when did you? I've only started fighting. So all of this was pointless then? Jeez, way to waste my time. In all seriousness, you wouldn't have accepted defeat without a fair fight. Am I right? But what if you lost? Oh, I don't lose. You took the plastic from me, banking on the fact that you defeat me. Are you going to, give it back if you lost? I didn't think that far ahead. I just can't perceive a reality where I would lose. In any case, a deal's a deal. Don't you go deactivating yourself once I'm gone. Of course not. A good employee always keeps their end of a bargain. But, you were right, you know. About what? I'm right about a lot of things, so you might want to narrow it down. Very funny. But seriously, if I really believed in everything I said, I wouldn't have accepted your deal. Like I said earlier, nothing was stopping me from disposing of the rest of the plastic on my own. And honestly, I was also a little jealous. I mean, you're on this journey of yours for no other reason just because you want to. It's foolish, but also sort of inspiring, I guess. Well, now you have all the time in the world to do something foolish yourself. What will it be? Let me think about it. It'll take your time. I think I'll start by looking at the sky again. Maybe I'll learn to appreciate it as much as you do. Good choice. Oh. Bon voyage? That's what the humans say when someone is setting off on a big journey. Thanks. Oh. Back to the orange channel. Bye-bye, 20. Oh, wait. There you go. Bye. Oh, this is scary. This is a red channel. The blue is my favorite, but I do know some are quite big fans of the red channel. It just wasn't for me. The poster's been neatly taped to the wall. It reads, this elevator stops at, negative 5. We're right here now, aren't we? The red channel is a large object in the sky. As I said, not a big fan of the red channel. I fell off after season 2. But let's see what's here. Oh, this is impossible. Hello? Is anyone on this floor? Oh no, these are metal detectors, I guess. Security camera hangs from the ceiling. It's off, along with a monitor under it. You offer a small wave to the camera just in case. Oh, I was hoping you'd do that. The poster's been taped to the wall. It reads, warning, do not travel higher than floor -5. The poster does not elaborate. Due to the current circumstances, all androids must be deactivated. Do not leave androids active and unattended. All humans must be relocated to floors negative 2000 and below due to safety concerns. Interesting. Caution. Androids have a long battery life. Remember to deactivate your android. Do not simply turn off its power switch. Please ensure that the battery in its back is removed or the shutdown process may experience errors. Oh, there's someone here. He was playing the red channel. Well, these are all just saves. I was gonna say, isn't it? Like, kind of looks like you. Greetings, 2200. My, you appear to be quite on edge. Is something the matter? You can tell me. I won't bite. I need to access this elevator. You did read one of those posters in the hallway back there, didn't you? Warning. Do not travel higher than floor negative 5. The poster is approximately 200 years old, but the warning still applies. But if you give me good enough reason to hand over the keycard, I won't resist. Can we just fight? You're planning on lying to me, aren't you? Who knows? But for someone who says they don't bite, you're not acting very convincingly. Right, apologies. I tend to get carried away by my emotions. You see, I simply hate being lied to. Dishonesty is one of humanity's worst traits. Don't you agree? Not necessarily. Dishonesty gives us dimension, and that's a beautiful thing. If everyone was always honest about everything, there would be no mystery to life. That doesn't sound like an interesting existence to me. I can't say that I agree. If you want the truth, I wish to reach the surface to send a message to humanity. Yes or no, be honest. You just let me do it. What humanity? What? Is what we were saying earlier. 2200. There is no one in the surface. That's... You can't possibly know that. Floor negative 105. Isn't it strange that the televisions don't display properties past 2019? I noticed that, but you can't just... You also discovered this entire building is running on a backup power source. Why would that be? Because the building isn't being used anymore. Because humanity's on the surface has no need to power this place. But haven't you noticed? Floor negative 105 was equipped with security cameras. Floor negative 55 added monitors. And this floor, floor negative 5, has metal detectors. Isn't it strange? Normally, security is in higher places you don't want people to access. But wait a second. That would be the entrance, no? Then there's floor negative 55, home of the plastic machine. If you didn't pick up on it already, the original purpose of this floor was to develop artificial produce. Correct me if I'm wrong, but if only the plastic vegetation was shredded, that means the experiments were a failure. Now, why would anyone try to develop artificial food? Perfectly good resources are accessible on the surface. So what? Why do you care? I'm just curious, that's all. Should you send a message, even if no one is there to receive it? One wasn't like the deep thing if a tree falls, does you want to hear it? Shut up. Could you speak up? I can't hear you. You're getting on my nerves. No. There's no need to get... I suppose a proper discussion is off the table. How unfortunate. 2200. I hope you know what you're getting into. Okay. What is this Irish battle music? Try to focus. Okay. Okay, I'm so scared right now. Oh, my color blindness. Okay. Okay, I'm so scared right now. Oh, my color blindness. Crap. Because you can't trade attacks. That was a heal. And I keep looking at the purple thing to something else. I'm so sorry. I'm okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I was gonna say they're gonna attack and they're probably gonna heal. There we go. And it's only the first phase. Oh my! I can't even read that. Don't tell me what to do. I'm just trying to prevent you from wasting your time on something meaningless. I know. And it's frustrating because you're right. Of course. Hey, about those other androids you met on floor -105 and -55. Why didn't you give them your message? I'm not sure. It's because they aren't human, right? In fact, they're not even real. You noticed that too, right? They look like you. You know who they are without introductions. You didn't do a very good job at fooling yourself. You're lonely in this building. Wouldn't it be even worse when you step outside and realize that absolutely no one is there? I'm just trying to protect you, 2200, wasting your efforts from focusing on something that's meaningless. Please don't get stronger. That's why I'm here. That's why you placed me on this floor. I'm your voice of reason. I'm here, just like 2 and 20 before me. I really should have put that together. 2 and 20 and then 220. It's like kind of 2200. I don't know why I didn't put that together. Why? Oh, sorry. But you're forgetting something. Something important. You're not logical or reasonable at all. You left that sort of thinking behind when you were deactivated 200 years ago. And because of that, you changed 2 and 20. Who knows? Maybe you can change me too. Okay. Oh my god, this one's not that hard. This one's not that hard. It has a consistent pattern, and you literally just, this is what you do. You just go here and guard, and you go up here and guard. And you go here to attack. And you go here to attack. And you go here to attack. And you go up here to guard. Oh, I was so afraid. This pattern's not bad. This pattern, it's quick. But it's actually easier. I was so afraid, because that first phase took me a little bit. I'm not even going to lie. Whoa, you don't look so good. I'm fine. Just a bit out of breath. Of course you have 3 phases. All better. So, what do you wish to do, 2200? Remember, if you give me a good enough reason to hand over the keycard, I won't resist. I wanted my message to reach people. Someone, anyone. Even if they're further than the edge of the universe. But now, it's impossible. But even if no one actually receives it, is that such a bad thing? I guess the very act of sending the message is a beautiful thing in itself, I suppose. You know, I worked very hard to get to this point. 2,000 floors is a lot. But I also didn't hate it, if that makes sense. I'm still frustrated and disappointed. Even after all this time and effort, I'm still lonely. There. You'll be alright. Send that message, 2200. Shout it so loud that the whole world will will hear you, even if you believe that no one's listening. Like you said, you came all this way. It would be a waste. It would be a waste not to. No. So take this keycard and head to the surface, okay? For me, for 2, for 20, and most importantly, yourself. Mm-hmm. Make sure to smile, okay? Mm-hmm. Oh. Jesus, you were a scary boss. I was so afraid you were gonna have a third phase. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to beat you up so badly. It's alright. Android bodies are quite sturdy after all. Why am I even apologizing? You weren't even real. I wouldn't be so sure about that. Life is all about perception. If you see 2, 20, and myself as people you can talk to when you're lonely, then we must be real. No? Oh yeah, that's a good way. No, that's not Delulu. My name is 2200, and I'm here to deliver a message. There's no one here to receive it. But I hope that someday it reaches at least one person far, far away. My God, is that humanity? I guess what I'm trying to say is, my name is 2200. And this universe really is beautiful. And that is going to be the end of my small playthrough for 2200. This was by far the creator's longest game when it comes to their work. This was about an hour and 30 minutes, or probably, I'm shortening it down to cut out my failings, and I only failed a couple times. But it is by far their longest game, and I still really love this. Like I said, I know these games aren't for everyone. It's very dialogue heavy, and this one was combat heavy. My God. I did love the new combat system, because the other ones were, like I said, it was like kind of like Danganronpa meltdowns of finding small inconsistencies in someone's words to contradict them, and attacking those inconsistencies. And the games before this was Shio and 2200 Thought Experiment. And I'm probably gonna watch my video back of 2200 Thought Experiment because it's been so long. I just can't remember if there was something like I missed that connects it to this game, because this is 2200 and there's the 2200 Thought Experiment but that one is also about a mental health game, kind of like this one. The creator always does things with mental health in their games to an extent. Shio was about that a lot, and 2200 Thought Experiment was about like accepting life. I won't spoil it, but that's what we go for in the type of game. This one was more about just appreciating the world for how beautiful it was, and 2200 still accepting she wanted to go out there despite the world being gone. No humans were here. Another interesting thing is that the game's file for this game is called Luan. It was Luan. And when talking to the first Android 2, sometimes it would say Luan on his name. I don't know if that was just a glitch, but it would say Luan instead of 2. Then it'd go back to 2. But anyway, talking about the game itself, I really enjoyed the experience. I love this creator's art style. I love their storytelling. And their comp system is really fun. Maybe just dead silent of trying to focus. It's simplistic, but it's really fun to play with something like that. So I have to say it is an incredibly fun game for what it is. It tells a really good message from beginning to end. I love this creator stuff, and I'm so happy I got to play another one of their games, and it was even longer. But yeah, I'd recommend checking them out. Following their page and all that, playing the games yourself, even if you don't want to watch my playthrough, and check out 2200 Thought Experiment and Shion. They are both incredible games, and I cried quite heavily. I think I cut it out. I hope I cut it out. You probably heard me sniffling. I cried quite heavily on Shion, and I'm not going to say, or Shio. I don't know. Yeah, I think it's Shio, not Shion. Sorry, it's been so long. I cried heavily on that game. This game almost made me tear up at the end a little bit just because I loved how this was similar to another series I played called Zato. I love the world and everything in it. It was very similar to that with the storytelling, and I wonder if he was inspired from that as well, because it almost felt like it. With certain things with the storytelling and the characters, I'm like, this feels like that. And maybe if the creator was, then absolutely beautiful, like thing to be inspired by, an incredible game. I don't know. Again, I love this creator's games. I just really enjoy their stuff. But anyway, I will yap your ear off if I just continue talking about this game. Yeah. First of all, thank you all so much for watching. As always, I sincerely appreciate you all. And farewell for now.